These are the drawing steps for your cupcake. You have some choices. You can do the swirled frosting or the kind of fluffy frosting. Write your name and teacher code. At the very bottom of your paper, you're going to trace the cupcake stencil. If you'd like to do a zigzag top like this, then you don't trace the top, just like this. So I'm going to demonstrate both. I just want you to do one since we're doing the small version of our cupcake painting. If you'd like to do the zigzag, just like pictured here, then you should have left this without being traced. What you're going to do is you're going to add the zigzag really large. Don't do teeny tiny, do really large, kind of like a letter V that's very wide, over and over again until you get to the other side. It's okay if it's not perfectly even. Now you're ready to add your lines to your cupcake wrapper. And they should be really wide so you can fit 1 or 2 fingers in there. So if you did not do the zigzag, then you're just going to add some straight lines coming down. They should fit 1 or 2 fingers, so don't do them too skinny. Now I'm going to demonstrate both kinds of ways you can do frosting. If you would like to see a certain version, you can always skip ahead if it's not the one that you would like to see demonstrated. I'm going to start with the fluffy frosting. And whether you did zigzag or just a straight line, you can still do this kind of frosting. So for this, what you're going to do is make probably about 3 really big bumps. Make sure it's nice and big. You want lots of frosting, of course, on your cupcake. If you need to add an additional bump, you can, but usually about 3 works. Leave some space, and you're going to do 3 coming down on this side. So they sort of look like a C shape. Okay, and then in this empty area, you're going to add a really nice big cherry and a little scoop here where the stem might go. But you will not draw a stem because eventually when these are dry, we'll cut them out. Okay, for your swirled frosting, you could do either 3 or 4 different lines if you want it to be a little taller. So you're going to start at the bottom, and it sort of looks like a hot dog bun. So it dips down just a tiny bit, and then you put the hot dog in the bun, a little bit smaller. And either you can add another littler hot dog on top, or you can add the top of it, which is kind of like a rounded triangle, and then go ahead and add a cherry. Nice and big. You should fit a finger or 2 inside there. And now once you have your cupcake drawn, whether it's this style or this style, I want you to add some sprinkles. Your sprinkles can be any shape. They could be little rectangles, they could be circles, squares, any combination of your choice is fine with me. When you love all your pencil lines, you're going to grab a black marker and trace around all of your pencil lines. Don't forget any of your lines. When you're all done outlining, you're ready to add a little bit of color with either crayons or pastels. It is your choice. Or you may even use a combination if you'd like a more variety of colors. I suggest that you focus on coloring the cherry, the sprinkles, and then maybe every other area in your wrapper. Hopefully you were extra careful not to smear if you use pastels. Once you're done finishing with all your accents of color, you're ready to use liquid watercolors to paint in the rest of your cupcake. The more colors, the better.